you complete a champion training tournament with only Tavern resources? The answer is yes, obviously, if you've prepped enough, if you've saved enough, if you've done enough work beforehand in order to do it. What I'm going to do for this video is I'm going to go through and only use the Tavern to complete this champion training event, and then I'm going to show you in a spreadsheet, of course, because I'm obsessed with them for whatever silly reason. I'm going to show you exactly how many resources it takes in order to get this beautiful little rare for this current fusion that is going on. Let's get into it. Quick note, if you're thinking about starting a brand new account here in Raid Shadow Legends and you want to start off on the right foot and have a really good head start amongst many other players who are starting out fresh with a brand new account, I've got the perfect thing for you. Hold up, now it's time to click my link in the description below so that you can get yourself a free Karato, as well as 3 other insane epics as you level up. Here's how to do it. Log out of Plarium and Play on PC and uninstall. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champ. Don't miss out on your chance to get a free Karato right after signing up, as well as Anax, Uugo, and Mausoleum Mage as you progress through the game. All right, challenge set. We are going to try to get this rare 6,800 points for this specific event, which is the champion training tournament. This is my main account that I play on, but I play on multiple accounts. I've got this main account. She's a couple years old, few years old, or however old she is. We don't need to get into the details. And then I also play on a free-to-play account that's only 2 months old. Today, we are focusing on this main account where I have spent quite a few bit of time saving up some resources. It's not an insane amount, but we are going to use them for this specific tournament to see if we can only use the Tavern. We're not going into campaign. We're not using any of our energies to see if we can get this rare for the champion training tournament. And also we're going to see just how many points that takes to do it. I want to note that I have saved up quite a bit of chickens. Okay, not only do I have like normal chickens up here, it's not a crazy amount, I know, but it's a bit, but I've also saved up a bunch of other food champions that I'm going to be using in order to do this. And then of course, whenever we need to, we will dive into our brewskis. And also at the end, we may use some of our skill tomes as well as potions to ascend some champions. I don't have a whole lot of champions that I need to ascend, but I mean, we could find some, right? I'm sure there are some that we could go through and do. The only reason I'm going to use potions or skill tomes is if by the end, I think that maybe I want to go for, you know, this winning placement, which is really the only time during a champion training tournament you should be using skill tomes and or potions to get those extra points, because they do count for points. You can ascend champions as well as upgrade their skills and gain extra points for that. But I really don't recommend doing those two things and using those resources for that unless, one, you need to upgrade that champion in order to progress in a certain area of the game. Like, let's say you need a champion that you really want to build out and you want to update their skills and build them out to make them a whole lot stronger, then yeah, go ahead. This is a great time to use it during a champion training tournament because it counts for points. Or 2, you're trying to get that first place or second place, third placement. I don't think I'm really going to push that hard in this specific tournament simply because these top 3 placement rewards aren't that incredible. If there was like a soul right here that I could get for another champion, like the current fusion champion, that would be fantastic. Then maybe I would go for it. But for an epic skill tome and then some of these artifacts, I don't know that that's worth it. So that said, you can use both your skill tomes and your ascension, your potions, in order to get extra points. Don't recommend it unless you're doing for those 2 things. All right, let's get into it. I am going to be going through and doing as many of these as possible in order to see how many points I can get right off the bat to just get rid of all of these champions that I've built out for food in my freaking Tavern. I am going to also be pulling quite a few mystery shards during this. I just wanted to note that. I do only have 64, which is a bit of a problem when it comes to trying to only use the Tavern for champion training tournament. And the reason why is because I'm constantly trying to build out enough 2 stars, so upgrading those 1 stars to 2 stars, so that I can get then, you know, build up enough 3 stars, 4 stars, etc. I don't have a whole lot of mystery shards here. So I'm going to have to try to work around that a little bit to see what we can do. Obviously, I can buy a few through the market here and there, but it's not in any way going to give me a whole lot. And then I can also go and farm up campaign, but due to this challenge, that's actually a limitation that we cannot do. So we are going to have to work around that for sure. I don't know how we're going to do it, but part of the challenge is trying to work our way through these challenges and problems and troubleshoot them and just get it done. So I'm going to go through and upgrade as many of these as I can right off the bat, and then I will check in with you here in just a moment. You also have a bunch of level 4 1 rank champions, and the reason why is because for my daily quests, you have to upgrade a champion 3 times in the Tavern. What I usually do is I go in and I just grab one of these 1 stars and I just plop in 3 extra ones. That brings it to level 4, which finishes the challenge. And then I save them for the champion training event. It's not a crap ton of points that it gains you, but still, it, one, adds up, and two, I feel like it's better just to, you know, hold on to them and wait until you can gain points from using that. Usually what I'll do is when I'm using the instant upgrade, I'll use it for both my 1 to 2 stars and 2 to 3 stars, but when it comes to the 3 to 4, I usually go in and manually do those. The reason why is because, one, I like to add in some extra XP brewskis to them as soon as I level them up, so I don't have to go and sort them out again. And the main reason why I do that is simply because I like to go in and after I upgrade them to level 4s, just go in and add some extra brews to them. Usually I do 2, but I think we're going to go ahead and go up to... let's do 3. Yeah, we're going to add 3 to each of these 4 stars right now so that we can gain those extra points. And we do have quite a bit of XP brews too. And some people do more, some people do less. I'm just going to do that for this time around. Normally what I do is I'll try to leave as many chickens as possible. Like I usually only use chickens, right? If I'm trying to push for placement in a tournament or if I really super need them, like I'm out of other resources and I need to utilize them. But today I am using them a bit simply because I'm out of freaking sacred shards, which means I'm not going to be able to level up a ton of 1-star to 2-star, 2-star to 3-star so that I can get a lot of food for the 3-star champions. Hopefully that made sense. It's only been about 10 minutes and we've already got 2 of those rewards. We have 2,300 points. We need to get to 6,800, but 10 minutes for 2,000 points right off the bat, I don't think it's too shabby. For these 5 stars, I think I'm going to add 5 brewskis and 1 1-star champion. I don't have a lot of 1-star champions. I need to figure out a way to get these freaking mystery shards. Should have been more careful about that to begin with, but it's okay. It's fine. Also, what I'm going to do is go in and these champions, the fusion champions that I already have, I'm going to go in and just level them up all the way right away because I have so many void brews. I'm just going to go ahead and get these done as well as ascend them all the way and get them to the rank 4 that they need to be just right now during this tournament, so I don't have to worry about it later. I did just use a feast on a champion. I went back and forth on it if I should do that, but I did. 1 for the points. 2, I mean, why not? 3, I needed a champion to be able to do stuns for faction ward hard. So I grabbed a champion that I could do that with and used the little feast thing on him. And now we are just about done. Okie dokie. It's been about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to be honest, I'm not entirely sure. But we're just about there. We've got just a little bit more to go. We're at 5,900. We need to get to 6,800. So let's see if we can top this off. And then I think I definitely want to go for this remnant stuffs, these little shards. So we'll probably push towards that, but I'll show you how many resources it takes just to get to this guy. Okay, I just leveled up this champion, which is for the current fusion. Got him all ready to go. Normally, I would usually just do it during campaign, like during the dailies and all of that, but I decided to just get that done since we're trying to get points done for the fusion anyway. I could go ahead and maybe look into getting these 2 leveled up as well during this champion training tournament. So let's go ahead and send these guys because this is like the perfect time to get this done. Lysandra, she's gonna be so much fun. I'm so excited to play around with her. Okay, let's also get you. Perfect. I could also level them up. Cool. Put in some brews for this so that we can get points for it. I don't have any more of these. Hold on. So we actually didn't need as many mystery shards as I thought we would. I was a little nervous because I can't go run up campaign, which is like the most ideal place to get mystery shards from, but it's okay, it worked out. Okie dokie, let's level up this 4-star right here. Normally I just do 3, but since we're going for points here, I'll probably do 5. And then let's get Lysandra leveled up here. Again, normally I don't use chickens like this willy-nilly, unless I'm trying to place in a tournament, or if I like super need them because I've run out of energy or something to go run up campaign, which doesn't happen as often, but it's a reason why I use it. But we're using it today so that we can see, you know, if we can run through this champion training tournament with just the resources within our tavern. Now, I'm not going to level her up with any brews or anything like that. Usually what I do is once I 6-star champion that I'm going to typically use, I'll go and level them up through minnow. So I'll do some minnow runs, get her masteries done because I don't like to buy them with the gems. So we'll level her up that way. Let's see where we're at with the champion training tournament after leveling her up and her other fusion champions. We got it. All right, so we were able to get this guy. Perfect, just fine. And now I want to see how far we can get these shards. But first, I'm going to calculate how many resources were needed from the tavern in total in order to get this rare champion for this fusion during a champion training tournament. 1 second. Okie dokie, my friends. So what I did at the very beginning before starting this video, before starting the champion training tournament, I went through and I calculated, or rather just added in, the amount of points or resources that I had in the tavern for all of the brews, the chickens, the books, and all of the potions. Okay, so this is what I started with. This is what we just ended with just now, and this is the amount of resources that were used during this champion training tournament in order to get that rare champion finished up. We did not run any campaign. We did not use any energy. We definitely used some mystery shards. We used about 60 to 70-ish, and we did use some silver. But otherwise, we didn't run campaign. We didn't use any energy, nothing like that. We literally just sat in Tavern. It took us maybe 25-ish minutes, maybe 30, if that. And the only reason it maybe took a little bit longer is just because I'm recording and talking to y'all. So the fact that you can get into the Tavern for a champion training tournament and use this amount of resources in less than half an hour, honestly, you could probably do it in like less than 20 minutes, and have the champion training tournament completely done, or rather, at least to get the rare champion for the fusion, right, is freaking awesome. But the point is here, though, and I really want to make this clear, is that you do have to save. I had to save quite a bit of resources in order to get to this point where I can just hop into Tavern, knock out a bunch of brewskis, upgrade some champions, have some food champions ready to go, and then I did ascend some champions as well, and I got some of the other fusion champions leveled up and everything. It is pretty dang great. Now I'm gonna go and continue on to get these other little remnant frat shards or whatever they're called, but honestly I don't have to. I can stop right here, save the rest of my resources, and I have quite a few. We've got quite a bit of resources still left. I still have plenty of brews available. I also have quite a few chickens. I used more chickens than I probably needed to be honest. I was just trying to be quick and thorough, and I didn't have enough mystery shards in order to pull more champions so that I can level them up and get them going, but that would have cost me more brewskis versus the chicken, so it was just a give and take of what I would normally use. If I wanted to, I could maybe go in and do these skills, because I really want to get my Arbeus and throw in these books into her, but to be honest, she's pretty awesome even without them, so I feel okay to wait to use them for now. And also I just feel like it'd be a bit of a waste unless I was trying to, as I mentioned before, go through and try to place in this tournament and try to get one of those top 3 positions, or especially that top position. But to me, this specific tournament, it just doesn't feel worth it to go and throw in a ton of extra resources into it. But I could. I have enough in my Tavern in order to get up and catch up with this guy, but then I'd probably be battling it out with him depending on how many resources they have saved up, and then I'd probably even go through and have to use up a bunch of energy in the campaign to continue and make sure I keep up with him. Interesting concept. Hope you found this helpful. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I hope that your fusion is going well and that you are continuing to absolutely crush it, because I think that this fusion champ is definitely worth going for, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it, not only for my main account, but also for my free-to-play account. Let me know if you have any questions or suggestions on how I can continue to implement new strategies and better my content overall. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing freaking day or night. Keep killing it, and I'll see ya.